Kansas City Chiefs and their offensive scheme. Now, many footballers have grown to know the name of Tom Brady and his everlasting effect he has had on football. But, however, over the past 2 years, there's been a new name emerging, and now his name isn't Lamar Jackson or Jalen Hurts. It's Patrick Mahomes. Patrick Mahomes has been featured in the past 2 Super Bowls, and he's won one out of the 2. His most recent one, he lost to Tom Brady. But we're not here to talk about why he lost to Tom Brady in the Super Bowl. We're here to talk about how he got to the Super Bowl. And we're going to cover that in three main points. 1, his quick passing game. 2, his usage of RPOs. And 3, his usage of watching the leverage of the defense to dictate what he wants to do with the ball. So the first thing we're going to cover is a quick passing game. As you look at this chart from Next Gen Stats, you're going to see that most of these plays are actually 10 yards or less. Most of them. Specifically, 76% of these plays are 10 yards or less. And you're going to see in this next clip, you're going to see Patrick Mahomes is going to dish the ball off to Tyreek Hill, and Tyreek Hill is actually going to get a 5-yard pass. What Tyreek Hill is going to do, he's going to take that 5-yard pass, and he's going to make it a 20-yard game. And this is what the Chiefs do. You can kind of say it's almost like death by 1,000 paper cuts, right? They're just giving you low, light passes, 5 yards, 5 yards, 5 yards over and over and over again, but they're getting 20 yards out of it. And this is what the Chiefs are. Everybody thinks that they pass the ball deep every single play. They're able to do this as well. Now, the next thing we're going to look at in this chart is how mostly all of his passes are on the right side of the field. Specifically, Mahomes' passes are mainly on the right side of the field because during the season he was really dealing with a left toe injury. Now, dealing with a left toe injury, they game plan pretty much to make sure all of his passes, or most of them, are on the right side. Because when you're aiming from the right side, it's putting less pressure on the left toe. When you throw on the left side, you have to use more of your hips and more of your toe, and that can be painful for Mahomes. And you can see in this play, gets a 5-yard out to Travis Kelce, and he gets easy yards. And overall, this structure of passing, not going it deep, it was easy for them. It was structured, efficient, and it was honestly hard for any defense to stop because you can see Travis Kelce can just get first downs. Now, next thing we're going to look at is RPOs. RPOs are run-pass options. Now, what Mahomes is doing right here is he's looking at the leverage of the defense. He's looking to see what these linebackers do. As you're going to see in this clip, if these linebackers react to Tyreek Hill and they follow him, he's simply going to hand the ball to the running back. If for some reason the linebacker stayed, watched the run, then he's going to pass the ball to Tyreek Hill. And you're going to see this happens once again, run pass option, run play to the front side, or pass play to the back side. It gives the offense the option to either run the ball or pass the ball. You're going to see in this clip, they chose to run the ball, and you're going to see an even better angle actually of this. The linebackers actually reacted to Tyreek Hill in that motion, and that's why Patrick Mahomes decided to run the ball. And it resulted in an easy score. Now, the last thing we're going to talk about is how Patrick Mahomes uses the leverage of the defense to dictate what he wants to do with the ball. Now, he's watching these 2 linebackers right now. He's watching their leverage to see what he wants to do. He's also keying on the safety because he kind of knows the safety's blitzing, seeing that he's down by a line of scrimmage because the defense is kind of trying to stop these quick passing plays. But what Mahomes notices, he notices his B gap is wide open, and that's why he's going to kind of run the ball in this play. He sees that there's really nobody over there to stop this running back if they hand the ball off. The only person who can stop it really is his outside line or his middle linebacker. But this is what the offense wants. They want a one-on-one with the running back in space, and that's what they do. They hand the ball off. The middle linebacker is the only one who can really stop them, and they get inside the 10-yard line, and they actually do end up scoring on the next play. Now, we're also going to see how Mahomes uses motions to get the formation of the defense. He uses pre-snap reads pretty much. What he does is he motions the running back, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, into the pocket, and he's trying to see if Tre'Davious White follows him. If he follows him, it's a good indication of man coverage. And you're going to see, as the cornerback stated where he was, it's a good indication of zone coverage. That's the first thing he has down. Now that Mahomes knows it's zone coverage, he's going to watch the leverage of the linebackers now. He's going to try to see what the linebackers do. Now, most people think that you want to run the ball when you have more numbers or even numbers. That's a good indication of when you want to run the ball, but this isn't how the Chiefs offense operates. They run the ball on basically the leverage of the defense. That's what this is all about, leverage, not numbers. He's watching this middle linebacker to see where he is. You can see he follows Travis Kelce. and he actually passed the ball to Tyreek Hill. Now why? He passed the ball because the linebacker's in a 50 technique. What a 50 technique means is that the linebacker is lined up outside of the left shoulder of the left tackle. Now 50 is really a 5 technique, but they put an extra 0 on the linebacker just because he's a linebacker. And right now, since Mahomes knows he's in a 50 technique, there's two things. One, this slant window is going to be wide open, and two, it's pretty good indication that this linebacker is manned up on Travis Kelce. So, being that he's most likely lined up on this tight end, this slant window should be open as he's going to move out the way. And yeah, like I said, he's going to follow this tight end. Once he snaps the ball, he's going to snap the ball. Tyreek Hill is going to be wide open because this linebacker vacated that space. And he's going to take his 5-10 yards and get first downs and keep the drive moving. Once again, he's watching Tyreek Hill, he's watching the linebacker, see what the linebacker does, he knows to pass the ball. And once again, it just gives him easy yardage. You're going to see in this next clip, he once again uses motions to get the leverage of the defense, trying to figure out what formation they're in. You're going to see this linebacker actually follow the running back, and this time it's pretty much telling that the defense is in man coverage. Now that Mahomes knows that they're in man coverage, he knows to now watch this middle linebacker again. That's his second step. See what technique he's in. This time he's in a 30 technique. He's lined up more towards the guard on the inside of the tackle. Knowing he's in a 30 technique, he knows that he pretty much has zero responsibility for Travis Kelce. And once Patrick Mahomes knows that, he knows that the only guy who can really cover this guy is pretty much the safety back here. Since the safety's back there, and really he's 10-15 yards off, that means that Patrick Mahomes can get the ball quickly to Travis Kelce. Now you're going to see as the ball gets snaps, Travis Kelce is going to be wide open towards the flat, and he's going to take the ball, and he's going to take 10 easy yards. This is what Mahomes does. He uses a quick passing game, he uses the leverage of the defense and RPOs to get easy scores. Travis Kelce gets the ball in his hand, he goes up, passes Josh Norman, and gets an easy score. This is pretty much what the Chiefs' offense is. They like to use quick passing plays, RPOs, and the leverage of the defense to dictate what they want to do with the ball. Everybody thinks they like to pass it down the field to Tyreek Hill and Mecole Hardman, which is they do like to do that, but it's efficient when they can just pass the ball easy like this. And this is how they got to the Super Bowl ultimately, just by using quick passing plays. And we're going to see as the seasons go on, Patrick Mahomes is just going to get even better. As Tom Brady retires eventually, the team's just going to get even better. But we'll just see what the 2021 season has for us. Thank you.